Sister Wives Janelle Brown celebrates exciting anniversary. After an absolutely heartbreaking year, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown has something exciting to celebrate. Losing a child and navigating the aftermath of divorce is certainly difficult, but Janelle will always find something to smile about. Check out her latest Instagram post and see what fans had to say on this special occasion. TLC's Janelle Brown shares excitement over an important milestone. Janelle Brown has had quite a stressful year, but she's also thankful for the positives in her life. Over the past several months, she's gone on many adventures with Christine and their children. In October 2022, Logan Brown married Michelle Petty. It was a wonderful day for the family, even though it caused some on-screen drama for Cody and Robin. Happy anniversary, Logan and Michelle. 2 years of forever looks good on you guys, Janelle captioned her Instagram post. She attached a photo of the newlyweds sharing a dance on their special day. Love you, Janelle. Infinitely grateful to have you as my mother-in-law, Michelle wrote back in the comments. Janelle's followers felt excited about the post. Although Logan hasn't appeared on Sister Wives in years, everyone still loves seeing him succeed in his adult life. Instagram users wrote kind comments, including, "They have such a beautiful true love story. It was nice to watch Logan grow up for a while. I love that they want privacy in their own lives. They deserve it. He is so handsome. What a beautiful couple. Beautiful couple. I love the way they are looking at each other." Logan and Michelle gave Garrison a special job during their wedding. It's been difficult for the family to adjust to life without Garrison. He served as the flower man during Logan and Michelle's wedding, which everyone loved. After hours and hours of asking, I finally said yes. The late TLC star captioned his Instagram post, highlighting the special day. Garrison passed away about a year and a half after the wedding, but without a doubt, the fun memories will hold a special place in his family's hearts forever. As Sister Wives Season 19 continues, viewers have very strong opinions on Cody Brown's uncouth behavior. Cody and Mary have had plenty of tense conversations since Sister Wives premiered in 2010, but some believe the one from Sunday's episode takes the cake. Did he have ulterior motives for meeting with his first wife? Fans hated Cody Brown's demeanor while talking with Mary. During Sunday night's episode, Cody and Mary sat down for a tense conversation. It didn't seem to be particularly productive. Cody said cruel things to Mary as he typically does, insisting he never loved her. However, fans were incredibly proud of Mary when she finished the conversation by telling Cody it was a shame he never saw what a great person she was. Overall, fans thought it was an odd encounter and didn't paint Cody Brown in the best light. That you and GT Cody/Mary conversation, a Sister Wives viewer shared on Reddit. I'm really not trying to be harsh or snarky, but Cody is clearly not mentally well, and it's been evident for a while. But I know his erratic conversation with Mary in the latest episode is one of the most blatant displays we've seen of how unhinged he's become. The OP went on to allege that Cody was completely incoherent during the episode. They cited specific instances, including Cody being angry over marrying Mary in the first place, but also being angry about her asking for a release from the church. It's just baffling, the OP continued. I do believe he's sincere when he says he regrets how messy his splits with Christine and Janelle were, and how those relationships have deteriorated. But it's far too late for him to try to repair anything with Mary. If that was his goal in this conversation, he did a piss-poor job of it. Sister Wives viewers offer their own opinions. Other Redditors agreed the conversation was incredibly manipulative. Most insinuated that Cody wasn't interested in talking with Mary, he simply wanted to make himself look good on camera. Reddit users wrote, "He only wanted this meetup to save face and get her to admit he didn't abandon her, that it was equal. To me his mania is simple, he doesn't want Mary, but he needs Mary to want him." He doesn't get how appalling it is to keep repeating that he never loved his wives before Robin. He thinks it helps his case, somehow. The way Miri kept looking at the crew in shock leads me to believe there were even more unhinged comments he was tossing out there. What did you think about Sunday night's episode of Sister Wives? Do you agree with what other Reddit users had to say? Be sure to leave your own thoughts in the comments. Sister Wives. Mykelti Brown sick of Cody's blame game. Sister Wives fans think that Kody Brown has this crazy ability to alienate his grown children. And now, Mykelti Brown is hitting back hard. This comes after Kody made some savage remarks. He is blaming one of her sisters for something he has done before. It turns out Kody has pushed even Mykelti too far at this point. Mykelti is one of the very few of his 15 grown children that actually stuck by him throughout his overly strict COVID rules, and she has willingly tolerated Robin Brown for years. This was even while they were taping these episodes in season 19. Mykelti even lived with Robin for a while. She acted as a nanny for her kids and has served as a bridge between Robin and the rest of the family. Even up until this recent episode, when Mykelti gave birth to her twin sons, Archer and Ace, with her husband, Tony Padron, she was still close to Robin. Once Mykelti came home from the hospital from her C-section, Robin actually spent a couple of nights there. She was sleeping on a mattress in their very big closet with the twins, so that Mykelti could get some quality healing sleep. And then Christine Brown came and took over, and Robin went home to Kody, and things seemed good. Sister Wives. Mykelti Brown defends half-sister Maddie against Cody's savage remarks. But then, all of a sudden, after this episode of Sister Wives aired, they were not good, and Mykelti is on fire about her dad and his constant blame shifting when he is the one in the wrong. When everybody watches these episodes as they air on TLC, there are actually a lot of surprises, because they don't know what the other people they don't talk to filmed, especially about what's said in those confessionals. Mykelti was on fire after she saw last week's episode when Kody was saying some really harsh things about Maddie Brown, her half-sister. Kody called Maddie a gossip and griped that he was left out of Maddie and Caleb's lives. He complained that he was paying for a crime he didn't commit. Kody told Robin that Maddie took her kids and scuttled away from him, ranting that Maddie didn't tell him she was pregnant and never said she was going to have a baby. Janelle shed some light on what Kody was griping about during the episode. She said Maddie is not in contact with Kody, and all the kids are upset about how he's treated the family. Janelle defended Maddie choosing to keep her kids away from their granddad, saying Maddie is very protective of her children and Kody has not been around since Evie was born. At the time that this filmed, Evie was 3.5 years old. Southwest. Tony Padron and Mykelti discuss Kody Brown's pride and parenting struggles. It's all this criticism of Maddie that Kody was ranting about that actually set off Mykelti when she saw the episode. Mykelti Brown said to her husband, Tony Padron, that instead of Kody blaming his children, that he should just say, "I understand. I did blank wrong. I'm sorry. Can we talk about it?" Mykelti revealed that in the past, she had to tell her dad when he owed her an apology. She said once she gets her dad to calm down, then he can take accountability. But watching these episodes over the past seasons, when is the last time we've seen Kody calm? We've seen mostly tantrums, torment, soap opera level hysterics from the man. Mykelti's husband, Tony, also said in on the post-episode discussion, saying that the one big reason Kody will not admit fault is his pride. He said his father-in-law will not let himself be vulnerable and treats his children like just adult humans without the understanding that they are still his kids. If Kody Brown, having so many kids, could just find a shrink with an office the size of a barn and get them all there to sort through these issues, maybe Sister Wives wouldn't have to continue showcasing such family dysfunction. Fans see Christine Brown's husband, David's Red Flags is exploring the early days of Christine Brown Woolley and her current husband, David Woolley's relationship beginnings. Some people don't buy that Christine's depiction of her glittery new relationship is what it seems. Furthermore, fans pick up on some red flags with Christine and David during those early interviews. Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley are moving fast. Although Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley have already paraded their beautiful wedding at the end of season 18, Sister Wives fans are getting the backstory in season 19. Undoubtedly, the fast pace of Christine and David was jarring to several of her children, and most likely his as well. Likewise, Tony Padron thinks Christine has a type when he compares David and Cody Brown. Undeniably, Christine is gushing with excitement to introduce her soulmate, David, and she isn't seeing any red flags, but fans spot plenty while they are watching the beginning of their budding relationship. Fans see Christine Brown's husband, David Woolley's red flags. Some people think Christine Brown Woolley is wearing rose-colored glasses that are blinding her from possible pitfalls in her relationship. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans pick up on red flags with Christine and her husband, David Woolley. First, a user says, "David red flag." They add, "David seems nice and all, but the way they met and how fast everything moved is just a massive red flag to me." David admits he knew who Christine was and had even watched the show before. We've also had the admission from David's daughter that she mentioned to him about Christine leaving Cody and that they'd be good together. Then by accident, they match online. Then, after a week, David is confessing his love to Christine and calling her his unicorn. "Sorry, but it feels very contrived to me." Someone adds, "A dude telling me he loves me after a week would be the biggest red flag for me." Another user brings up a sensitive topic about David's first wife, saying, "Red flags on both sides. Christine coming from a plural marriage with the last 10+ years being on TV and an acrimonious split. David jumping into a relationship with a reality TV star and filming the early stages of their relationship, knowing his wife killed herself and alleged he was abusive in her suicide note. Both of them being in their 50s and within weeks of knowing each other posting on social media about being soulmates. David curating his social media before the big announcement by Christine on social media. I hope they're both happy, and they seem to be, but there are red flags all over it." Skewed timeline. Some people think that the expedited timeline is to cover up Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley's dating relationship going on sooner than they announced. One fan suggests that the timeline is skewed. There's been speculation that Christine and David started dating much earlier than what they are publicly saying. If that's true, then they have to play up how certain they were early on to justify why they moved so quickly in order to be consistent with the modified timeline. About them being in their 50s, I think the older you get, generally, the more you know yourself, and you know what you want. Relationships move faster for older people than they do when we're young. I mean, not let's get engaged after 3 months fast usually, but certainly not let's date for a few years first like in your 20s. However, other people discussed that they have been in relationships that started fast and lasted a long time. Not everyone is skeptical of Christine and David's beginnings. Another person defends, "I don't find the timeline of their relationship is fishy at all. I met, dated, engaged, and married my husband in 7 months. I was single for 2 years. He just got out of a long-term relationship 1 month before we met. It's been 28 years already." I believe when she said something like, "When you know, he was the one," and vice versa with David, "She's my unicorn." I'm in my late 30s now, but my husband and I started living together about a month after we met. We celebrate 15 years of marriage in January, 17 years together. Everyone is different. Christine Brown Woolley's family had ties. Some people think Christine Brown Woolley and David Woolley already had family running in the same circles. In many ways, Christine was happy that David was well aware of polygamy, so she didn't have to explain as much about her tricky plural past. Of course he knew who she was. He's a Woolley and she's an Allard. The AUV was founded by his family, and then led by hers. He stayed in Salt Lake, so is likely in frequent contact with a lot of members and former members. It's not surprising at all that they'd match based on any of their similarities. But another viewer says, David is not related, at least directly, to the Woolleys of the AUB. His father converted to mainstream LDS from some other flavor of Christianity. The only person she was ever going to match with was someone already in the community. No other dude was going to understand why she did polygamy or her background. And those communities tend to move fast with marriage and dating. Anything is better than Cody Brown. Although some Sister Wives viewers think David Woolley has red flags, Christine Brown Woolley's family mostly flagged the fast pace they were going to get down the aisle. But some fans admit that anyone was a step up from Christine's marriage to Cody Brown. Likewise, David even admitted that Christine was aggressive and desperate for some affection after being deprived by Cody. Those of us not born/raised/married into the weird worlds of the AUB, polygamy, and reality TV are gonna spot a lot of red flags that Christine would miss entirely. David could sprout horns and breathe fire and viewers would say, whoa, red flags. But Christine would probably go, still better than Cody. That bar was set so low by Christine's ex that anyone Christine chose as a partner would be an improvement. What do you think? Do any red flags for David Woolley stick out to you? Do you think they are happy now and the past doesn't matter? Christine rebounds from David's humiliating words. Sister Wives had a very proud Christine Brown introduce her now husband, but then boyfriend, David Woolley with the TLC cameras for the first time on this week's episode. While she gushed over David, he said something that turned her red. After what he said, if the viewers didn't know the outcome of their relationship in real time, they might think she hooked herself on another Cody Brown. Fans thought his words were a bit humiliating. Sister Wives. Christine Brown moves way too fast. While Sister Wives star Christine Brown's cup runneth over in joy, the theme of her moving way too fast starts to emerge. First, it was her kids, all of who like David and are happy for Christine, but think she's on a fast track in this relationship. The two shared the L word just 2 weeks after dating. Many people shy away from public displays of attention, but for Christine, the more PDAs, the better these days. That's because she's happy. So, while Christine's kids have their say on mom moving at warp speed, another party is heard from. That's David Woolley, the man she's married to today. But when they filmed these Sister Wives scenes from Sunday's show, it was early during their dating period. David Woolley gets Christine Brown blushing. Sister Wives celeb Christine Brown was non-stop gushing about David this week, but at one point, David's words sounded like something that Cody might say to some fans. He called her aggressive when wanting a kiss. But he didn't stop there. He topped it off by calling her desperate for some affection. If fans didn't know all they know about David Woolley today, they might have thought Christine Brown snagged herself another Cody Brown. But she didn't, as fans now see David as the polar opposite. Sister Wives. David's words misconstrued. On Sunday's Sister Wives episode, David Woolley turned to Christine Brown and said she was desperate when it came to him kissing her. He wasn't calling her a desperate woman, but rehashing something she likely told him off camera. David used the word desperate to describe why she was so aggressive. He wasn't dissing Christine. He seemed to understand the way Cody Brown treated her. It left her desperate for attention. So, while it might have sounded like a slam, it probably wasn't. In the screenshot below, David tells Christine she was aggressive in the kissing department. He also noted that she was desperate for some affection, but he likely meant that he understood because this was lacking in her sister-wives' marriage. Either way, David Woolley seemed to stop Christine Brown in her tracks once he said that. She looked embarrassed as she blushed, but she pulled herself out of that quickly. Christine hesitated, put her hand on her head, and agreed with David. "I was," she said, quickly adding that she was desperate for affection, but she stressed it was only from him. So, there you have it. While it sounded a bit peculiar, it's likely David Woolley was only rehashing Christine's desperation after coming out of a loveless marriage. Sister Wives Recap. Cody says he's not abandoning kids, claims some betrayed him after splits. Cody Brown confessed he's tired of being angry over his splits from Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, but rebuilding his relationships with his kids is still a touchy subject. In the divorce, the ugly finger of blame has come out. Cody, 55, said during the Sunday, October 6, of Sister Wives. He claimed many of his kids have started to accuse him of never being at their house growing up. "I'm sorry. I had 4 wives. I was at your house though, because the other wife was complaining that I was at your house," Cody quipped during a confessional. Cody shares one child with first wife Mary, 53, who confirmed their separation in January 2023. He welcomed 6 children with second wife Janelle, 55, before they parted ways in December 2022. Cody and Janelle's son Garrison died in March at the age of 25. Sister Wives Family, a guide to all of Cody Brown's spouses, exes, and children. Cody also shares 6 kids with third wife Christine, 52, who was the first to leave him in November 2021. Cody and his remaining wife, Robin Brown, welcomed 2 children after she married him in 2014. Cody adopted Robin's 3 kids from a prior marriage as well. As Cody began navigating the loss of his plural marriages, many of Christine and Janelle's kids began to pull away from their dad. According to Cody, some of them have flat-out rejected me since the breakups. "They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit," Cody told Robin, 45, during the episode. "I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers." Sister Wives Kids Love Lives, who Cody Brown's children are dating. Cody then clarified that he never said that "I don't love Janelle," even if their daughter Maddie claimed he did. "This is some rumor that was created in the family that just sows division," Cody told the cameras, alleging, "Our family was killed by gossip." Robin, however, couldn't wrap her head around Cody not taking more initiative in reconnecting with his kids during their time of need. "I'm not abandoning my children," Cody insisted. "They have betrayed," he argued, noting that it might have been inadvertently, but that's how he feels. Inside Cody Brown's relationship with his 18 kids, Peyton, Isabel, and more speak out. Robin explained that no matter what, they are Cody's kids, and he needs to step up. "I think that Cody should be camping out on their doorsteps and saying, 'Hey, you're going to talk to me,'" Robin told the cameras, "because sometimes that's just what you got to do." Cody confessed that his heart is broken after all the upheaval in their plural family, telling Robin he wants to get in a better place with her and then focus on the kids. "I'm not going to reach out forever. I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too," he later said in a confessional. "I'm not going to camp out on somebody's doorstep." Sister Wives Cody Brown blames Mary for him not loving love. It isn't surprising that viewers learned in the most recent Sister Wives episode that Cody Brown is passing the buck. For years, he has worked very hard at keeping Mary Brown at arm's length. So when she finally chose to get a divorce after 30 years of marriage, he was upset. Instead of admitting his own faults, he decided to blame Mary for not loving him enough. Cody Brown is not going down with the Mary ship. On the Sunday, October 20 episode of Sister Wives, Cody refused to be blamed for the demise of his third marriage. The polygamous patriarch stopped by Mary's house to clear his conscience. Cody explained he was not thrilled with the terms she had used to gain her release from their spiritual union. He shared that he didn't like how the church noted he abandoned Mary, but she argued that the term was justified. In an explosive moment, Cody yelled, "Don't blame me for not loving you. I was doing my duty." Cody told cameras, "Blame yourself if I don't love you, okay?" Mary scoffed at the idea that she could be the one to blame when it takes two to tango. Cody found himself in a deep monologue with the TLC cameras, and everybody at home breathed a deep sigh. Cody Brown doesn't know how to love. The father of 18 shared, "When I'm in love with a woman, that's her fault. So what happens when I'm not in love with a woman? Is that just my fault?" Cody continued by saying, "If I'm mad about a woman, want to serve her, passionate, want to rub her feet, want to carry in her groceries, if I want to buy her jewelry, if I want her to feel special all the time, if I'm in love with a woman, I think that's her fault." Despite the tension, Mary walked away from the conversation with her head held high. After she had made it clear she was moving on for good.